The video today by Board Fifth Column, and he basically talked about how Trump could run even if he's a felon. Now everybody knows that cases like what Trump is accused of, business fraud and things of that nature, they don't go to court that quick. So even if he gets arrested, it's 2023 now. This is March. Even if he gets arrested in the next 30 days, he could be waiting up to a year before they go to trial. It could be more than a year. But that's how mob. I remember mob cases back in the day that went on. They went on for sometimes a year or more. You'd sit in jail. It's not a mob case, but this is a case that is definitely very high profile. It's complicated. You know, they're saying that, what I understand, the money that he gave to give this Stormy Daniels, that's business fraud, and mixed with something else, that makes it a felony. It's two charges. The bidding fraud is a misdemeanor, but the two things put together makes it a felony. I think they call it an inculcate crime or whatever. The point of the matter is this: if Trump runs, Republicans get behind him. They seem like they want to get behind him. They don't care about reality. They get behind him, and he goes to trial in the middle of the running. He gets convicted. He can't serve out his time. He can't serve out his time as president, or he won't be able to continue his campaign as president. It's kind of like taking a man who is medically ill, and you know he's medically ill, and trying to run as president. And you know it now, and you're still going to run him anyway. He could have a medical problem anytime. It's really reckless. And what could end up happening is they could throw the election to the Democrats, whoever's running against Trump, simply because of the fact that Trump will have to drop out. By default, they'll lose. I know it's probably too complicated to understand for many Republicans. But if they run Trump and the indictment is hanging over his head, and in the next week or two, this video he may get arrested. I may just, but even if he doesn't get arrested, even in a year's time, I would still say to take this man with indictment hanging over his head, and for you to choose to run him regardless of that fact, of that knowledge, is reckless for a political party. Once again, like Joe Biden said, I don't know what Republicans want. I get it. It's hate, it's anger, it's violence, it's a wish to shame. It's like what's the Kubrick movie, Clockwork Orange? You want to humiliate your enemies. I guess that's what it is. I get it, but this isn't how you win races. This isn't how you maintain power. Going after abortion, going after Joe Biden's son. This is not what political parties do in this era. And I think the Republican Party has a bit of an identity problem at this point. That's my belief. I just think that if they run him with this knowledge, and more tapes coming out of him threatening the state of Georgia, threatening political people about wanting to get votes, I keep saying there's more coming. I believe more was coming out about COVID, and it did, showing that Trump did nothing. I think more is coming out. I don't know what it'll be, but it can't be good for his political chances, presidential chances. Thanks for listening.